My sister, 21, and I, 18, are still living at home for various reasons. I am almost done with my gap year, and she doesn't want to do any work. The house we live in tends to stay fairly quiet. We like it that way. When Dad isn't home, there are no TVs blaring shitty movies or slamming of cupboards. The moment she gets home every day, she's already upset and calling her boyfriend over and over. Her last boyfriend was a nightmare, the one before that was horrible, etc. Her personality combined with men that need to be given a reason to care about you for more than your body obviously did not mix well. I've been her friend as much as I could be considering our own family drama and lack of connection. I personally don't feel like we would be friends if we didn't live together, so I don't understand why we should. Anyways, the point here is that I didn't give up on being nice to her until she did so many things to make distance. I had an eating disorder after gaining weight from medicine I had to take, and as I grew taller and began to eat normal, I had appeared to lose it. Well, in response to that she would constantly question how I did it and what to do and what foods I ate. It bothered me and I noticed she would go up to me and do such pick me things like talk about how she throws up all her meals and is losing weight without even trying. I never asked her about it, but she still felt the need to tell me. Those were things that really got to me when I was 14 to 16 because weight loss and beauty tend to be very competitive things. As of recently, she's gotten into all the style choices I've made, like having floral and neutral decorations, wearing certain things, using certain products. Hell, she even got a cat she is barely keeping alive after I rescued 2 cats from my vet job. Our mom is the one who feeds it, brushes it, gives it medicine for the obvious fleas and worms, and makes calls to the vet. To me, it seems like she's always trying to one-up whatever I do, and then when she realizes that the things I do take effort, gives up. She spends about 85 to 90% of her day texting, writing about or yelling at her boyfriend at the time. Last year it was some scrawny dude with control issues, this year it's a guy who is very chill and slow. The thing about her boyfriends is that they all have bad personalities. They're controlling, narcissistic, and men. The kind of guy that a girl defends because he's not that bad. Obviously, I have sympathy for her. She's been in some bad relationships for the last 4 guys. She yelled at them all, cheated on them, they wanted to keep going, but she suspected that they cheated, yada yada. I can't have sympathy anymore. I give advice, our mom give advice, and she is totally aware of all of it. Yet she spends every single night begging this guy to not hang up on her. She yells at him, tells him that she's so paranoid because of her last relationships and that she is sorry for being the way she is, but it's because of them and her depression and anxiety and trauma, and other mental illness buzzwords that make her out to be the victim. The other night she went absolutely insane over something he said, repeating a situation over and over just to prove a point and then yelling about it. A while ago, she got so mad at him wanting to leave the house early that she hit him, and punched a hole in the wall. There's a new trend to what she says when she has a tantrum. She always screams, "Nobody loves me, nobody wants to be with me," and that she just wants to have connection. But she had already pushed us all away by never listening, constantly, loudly talking about how horrible we are as people and calling us all retarded for trying to help. It's hard to hold someone that is swinging their arms around telling you how much they've secretly, or at least their obnoxiously loud version of secretly, hated you. She often tries to validate her insanity by saying she was drunk, she has been drinking since 14 because OMG rebel, or anxious, or didn't even care and just said, freak it. This goes for all the times she cheated on her boyfriends, screamed bloody murder for no reason at 2 a.m., physically abused others and left messes for everyone to clean up. She slams doors, and when someone approaches her to not do that, she screams how she can't just live in this house anymore. Just close a door and don't throw it shut? My brother, 16, and I tend to have the same approaches to her tantrums. While mom tries to settle it down and tell her she's gotta get a hold of herself if she wants to think and talk rationally, my brother and I are standing by waiting for any violence. We protect mom from our shitty, loud, alcoholic burden of a sister. After last year, after going through all the garbage that she yelled and fussed about, I realized that I don't love anything about her anymore. After she says something passive-aggressive, she makes a sort of throaty hiss of a chuckle. I bought a scale to keep track of my progress. She opened my mail and asked if she could borrow it from time to time. She leaves eyeliner all over the shared bathroom, and never ensures that her trash actually makes it to a trash can. She accuses me of stealing things like skincare supplies, cat food or money, but continues to steal all of those from my room. She has a weird episode every other month where she wants to give everyone things or buy us pizza. And then eats it all when she gets drunk that night, forgets about that, and yells, "Fat cunt," at my door in the morning when she realizes that the pizza is gone. She burdens my mom all the time. My mom has had heart problems and a series of low blood sugar, low blood pressure and rapidly increased heart rate phases. They take a huge toll on her. There are times I went to the with her and stayed up all night. I cry thinking about her. She deserves so much good, but the most interaction she gets from my sister is just to use her, or to vent all her trouble and hate. She emotionally wears my mom out and I believe she causes most of the stress. She doesn't even care. My mom is on blood thinners and has several other health conditions. She can't get hit once or she will have internal bleeding or be severely injured. She's so fragile, and she told me one day that she genuinely thinks that if my sister were to see her drop dead by her door, she would be mad at her for getting under her feet and in the way. My sister always threatens that she's going to kill herself one day. We believed it and took care for a while. Then when other people spoke up about those things, she called them attention whores and told them they should just do it already and stop whining. That's a shitty thing to say. I stopped believing her and reacting whenever she said that she wanted to die. She only says it when someone is about to break up with her or tell her they don't forgive her for cheating on them. All of these emotional things only come out for men that are tired of her. Oh, no one loves me, I just want to be held, I want to die so bad. Bullshit. Tell it to the people that matter. You've spent more than half your life bullshitting others into staying in relationships with you and using the people you kept up for multiple nights in a row on multiple occasions as ammo to say that everyone hates you. Of fucking course I hate you. I have work at 6 a.m. every day and you're up screaming at some guy not to hang up on you. Every single night. It's not that nobody loves you, the guy you cheated on multiple times and screamed at for certain things doesn't love you. But that's all that matters to you. Everything she does is for looks, sex appeal, and men's preferences. She keeps this ideal personality of a bruh girl, who dresses up in tight clothes and is always shaved and wearing lingerie whenever her men are around. She doesn't hang out with girls because they're annoying and have too much drama. Everything revolves around men. My voice and my past desire for connection with her didn't even matter. She only cared about herself and her next boyfriend. Don't even get me started about how many times I was woken up by the sounds of her having sex and giggling very awkwardly to cover up the moaning.